Hello everybody, this is Isaac Lakh presenting the Isaac Lakh My Two Cents Success Framework. Today, dear friends, we're going to be talking about relationship mastery and specifically about the CEO of the universe. Now, most of us struggle with relationships. We know we did, and for many years we could not understand that despite our money, power and success, people did not respect us. The desire to be a somebody and to prove a point to the world started with the following incident in high school. We put our hand up to be the master of ceremonies for a school concert. After introducing a couple of plays, a handful of kids started ridiculing, deriding and jeering us, and this caught on like a wildfire and spread through the theater like a pack of dominoes. Imagine that, 16 years old and standing in front of almost 2,000 kids throwing popcorn at you. But we didn't panic. Within milliseconds, we made a decisive decision to throw it back at the couple of rowdy no-goods by announcing to our admirers that we could not hear them. They bought our bluff and started jeering even louder. We challenged them to continue until their palates ran dry, stopping only when they could go no more. Now, the alternative was to stop off the stage that would have given those few fools that started the whole episode a deep sense of satisfaction. Alternatively, we could have ignored their boos and simply introduced the next play. Now this would have meant that they would have booed us at any and every opportunity up till the end of the concert. That didn't make sense to us. But that episode, our dear friends, it left us with scars. We detested those kids and hated what transpired. We made a vow to be respected and to be held in high regard no matter what. But the more we tried, the more elusive rank, regard and honor became for us. It made no sense to us. Power, status and eminence became more illusory as the years went by. Then one day we just stopped chasing wanted to be regarded as a somebody by others. We got off our ego trip. It didn't matter to us anymore whether we were seen flying in economy class or business class on an aircraft. It made no difference whether we flew on a low-cost airline or on a full-service airline, whether our credit card was a standard issue card, an infinite card or centurion card. We stopped trying to be all things to all people. In the meantime, and without realizing it, we were pursuing experiences that would make us replete in gratification, enjoyment and contentment, like going on family walks and while sampling rose bushes circumscribed in lush manicured and pedicured gardens, we scented their magnificent fragrances while bees pollinated them. We admired the moon, we searched for the stars and we played in the rain. Instead of being obsessed by owning things, we shifted our goal to experiencing things. In the process, we didn't realize that we had connected to the CEO of the universe, that in acknowledging his grandiosity and generosity, we became his friend. Now this metamorphosis became apparent to us when we were evaluated in a periodic mid-year performance review at work, and a 360 questionnaire was distributed to rate our interaction with colleagues, and interviewees were asked to rate us on various indices on a scale out of 5. And the business wanted to grow key individuals by soliciting impartial feedback, so they deliberately handed out the questionnaires to colleagues that were perceived as not particularly fond of each other. The intent was not to drown us, but to grow us. Now the results were released about a month later during one-on-ones with line management, and we expected the worst, like a score out of 2 out of 5. Because for 15 years, we carried baggage that we were disliked, resented and detested by those around us. But we were shocked beyond our wildest dreams when we discovered that we scored a handsome 4.8 out of 5. That's 96%. I mean, were we seeing right? We thought to ourselves. As we drove home that evening, we searched for answers rationalizing the shift and came up with an epiphany that seemed surreal to us. It occurred to us that when we corrected our relationship with the CEO of the universe, our relationships with mankind automatically corrected itself. When the CEO of the universe loves a person, the CEO of the universe commands the angels and animals to love that person too, and nothing in the world can change it. When we reach that point, relationships with others superfluously corrected themselves. But as an imperfect creation, we should not expect perfect relationships. There will still be those that will be jealous, envious and covetous of us. That is a normal function of life. Accept it gracefully, cognizant that human beings by nature become ugly when they see something that they like but are too lazy to pursue achieving it for themselves. Now reciprocally, should the CEO of the universe detest the person, he commands the angels and animals to detest that person too, and nothing in the world can change it, except us. We have the choice on whether to change the status quo. We can decision to either change this or to leave it unchanged. The decision is a choice that rests with us. Now, in our bestseller Highway to Heaven, we've enumerated numerous examples of how this can be achieved. And Highway to Heaven is not a book to give you inspiration for a fortnight where after things go back to how they were. Rather, the intent of our work is to give you a framework that contains tactical, easy to understand and easy to implement solutions that will catapult you into an elevated stratosphere that after implementing you will look back in awe, and after a year, 5 years and 10 years, your future you will say to yourself, wow, is that really what I achieved? When faith believes in the incredible, we receive the impossible. Once again, our dear friends, when faith believes in the incredible, we receive the impossible. There was a time when we were as hard as rock. This was especially when we worked for large corporations and saw things in black and white. Then one day we decided to give this principle called faith a shot. Impossible things happened that were incredible. Through a car crash, we ended up short-term debt-free in 5 months. When we visited a sick man in a hospital that we didn't know, our son was instantly cured of an auditory disability. If you are looking for a miracle and can't find it, consider this. More than 150,000 people die every day. If you got up this morning, you are already a miracle. If you can breathe without an oxygen tank, you have the gift of health. That is a miracle. If you have a roof over your head, that is a miracle. For studies show that you are not one of the 150 million homeless people in the world. If you got up with food still in your belly, then you are not one of the 8 people in the world that went to bed hungry. Those, our dear friends, are miracles. That is an excerpt from our bestseller Highway to Heaven. If you'd like to learn more about our exciting audios and our award-winning or inspiring and life-altering workshop, please visit our website at isaaclarkey.com.